up, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Market Marauder Show. Beat the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel, helps you to find best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so gonna be going over some picks for the day. So hopefully you all had a great week. Make sure you check into the early morning playlist that I have. Try to go live before the market and then after the market. So this is going to be the after the market version. So hopefully everybody was able to lock in some profits today. Overall, the market looking pretty red in general. But there were some plays that did have positive movement for today. Also, bear in mind it is earnings week, so a lot of stocks do have earnings. I'm going to be going over a couple of them that do have earnings coming up this week, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So, first one here we have ticker sign XELA. They are bullish. No, they are bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. We can see right here, $5.45 is their weekly high. They've been on kind of a bearish downward trend since the beginning of the week, which is today, and then towards the end of the week, they kind of ended on a bearish trend as well. They had resistance right here at the moving average 100, which is around $3.57, but then continued down to end at 302 where they're at today. So a lot of volume still surrounding the name in general, but going to be looking to see how they perform as time goes on because of that volume. So not really any much news going on with the company in general, but there still is a lot of volume surrounding the name. So the price does fluctuate quite a bit throughout the day. So I'm going to be looking at some new levels for this one. Of course, $3.57, $3.57 is going to be my target price for the week. Hopefully, it'll bounce back up and retest that level, which is the moving average 100, which is this purple line. Next, we have ticker sign XTC. XTC is bearish. Moving average 10 just barely crossed the moving average 50, so it is bearish on that indicator. We could see $2.28 is their weekly high. They will have to go retest that. But they ended the day today at $1.63, which is above the moving average 100, so that's good overall. Moving average 50 is around the 162 level, so it is a barely below that. Looks like it's still going down at 163, so it's kind of right around the moving average 50 line. So definitely to be keeping a close eye on that one to see if it can bounce off of this moving average 50 and then go back and retest 228. Next, we have ticker sign AEHR. So AEHR was one of the stocks that I had on the list for this morning. They definitely did good today overall, up 59 cents in the after hours. So definitely a mover in general. So they had a week high of $6.73. Overall bullish on the name. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, and the VWAP is above moving average 10, so positive on both of those indicators. They are going to be looking at an early morning mover for this one as well, with this 59-cent increase after hours, ending the day at $6.98, making them a new high. So $6.98 is going to be a new weekly high for them, surpassing the 673. So maybe looking at ticker sign AEHR to see if it can continue this nice little bullish trend that it has been doing to start off the week. So this trend kind of started towards the end of last week. We see that they were around $2.75. Then have shot all the way up to $6.98 for today. So overall, definitely a lot of momentum surrounding this one. Next, we have a Wish. Wish is bearish still. They had a low of $8.84. Looks like they're starting to flatten out. They did try to rally up a little bit today, ending at $9.44, and then after hours going up 14 cents, then at $9.58. But overall, still bearish on the name. This one does fluctuate quite a bit as well. It is part of the meme stock group, so definitely a lot of Wall Street Bets articles surrounding Wish. So that's why I have it on the list, because there's always a lot of volume surrounding this name. So they will have to go retest 971 and then retest 1032. So two key levels for this stock to look forward to for this week. So that's $9.71 and $10.32. Next, we have ticker sign VERB, which had a week high of $3.97. They kind of bounced down through the moving average 50 today. but kind of have been trailing the moving average 50. Ended at 298, and then went down 3 more cents to end at 295. So gonna be looking to see if this one can continue to bounce off of the moving average 50 line, then go retest this 397 level. So hopefully some more volume comes with this one. VWAP is pretty stagnant on this one, so maybe some more oscillation. So just bear that in mind. Oscillation basically meaning it's going up and down through a various range of prices. So top price being around 316, lower price where it bottomed out here around 253. So may continue to oscillate through there if this VWAP doesn't show significant strength. Next, we have ticker sign ATOS for Atosa Therapeutics. They are bearish as well. They did bottom out at $3.71, but then ended at 390 for today. They went up 3 more cents to end at 393. So they are rallying, but it is very small rally. Overall, still bearish in general on the stock. They will have to go retest $5.20. So that's going to be a metric that I'm going to be looking at. Before I look at that metric, I'm going to be looking at this $4.80 or $4.74 level. So around $4.74, which seems to be this plateau right here that they kind of fell from. That's going to be my next target price, $4.74. Then I'm going to be looking at $5.20 for the name. So if they can continue this momentum trend upwards, and if this VWAP can shoot back up, then $4.74 going to be my target. Then 520 going to be the next one. Next, we have ticker sign SENS. SENS is bearish. They have been oscillating between the moving average 50 and 100. So moving average 100 is this purple line. Moving average 50 is this yellow line. So a lot of oscillation between both of those values. And it's been oscillating for quite some time. It hit a resistance around this 327, which was, excuse me, which was its high. But then jumped back down and bounced off of the moving average 50. So when it bounced off the moving average 50, it hit the moving average 100 again and then bounced right back down. So definitely gonna be looking to see how this performs. Ended at $3 even and then went up $4 to end at $3. I mean, went up 4 cents to end at $3.04. So it ended right at its moving average 100. So 327 is going to be the next target price that I'm going to be looking at for ticker sign SENS. Now jumping into some of the stocks that have a earnings this week. The first one we'll talk about is ticker sign TSCO, and that's for Tractor Supply. I think Tractor Supply's earnings was today after hours. So they did have a low of 171.01, ended at 180.94, and then have gone up $1.06 after hours to end at 182 even. So nice little increase on this one. Target price going to be this 186.65 that I'm going to be looking at to see if they can break through that, if they have a nice little rally continuation after their earnings. I think overall Tractor Supply is a pretty good company. They have a nice little business model, and they were able to benefit through the pandemic by being open majority of the time. So definitely going to be looking at Tractor Supply. I haven't really read the press release for their earnings, so really don't know how they did overall, but I assume it's pretty good. Next, we have ticker sign PPG. PPG is bearish. Moving average 10 is below 50 at 100. We can see that 164.20 was a low for them, but they continued to go down $9.50 to 156.25. So there's a pretty low metric for them overall. If we zoom out, it is kind of like an all-time low range for them. So going to be seeing how this one performs after its earnings comes out. Going to be a very interesting play overall to see, if this one will continue to fall. If it does, then I'd say it's probably going to be on sale. But if not, then it will have to go back up and retest these levels, being the 165.75, which is where it ended, and then go retest this 169.20. So definitely going to be seeing tomorrow if this can get some more momentum from people jumping in before earnings. Next, we have IBM. IBM is bearish. Their moving average 10 is below 50 and 100. 140.99 is their week high. They did have a nice little rally after hours though today, so starting to rally before earnings comes out. So a nice little $5 movement from them. Ended at 137.92, then went up to 143 even with a $5.08 increase. So we'll have to see if they can uh, where they're going to go from here, since they're going to be setting a new weekly high. So 143 is going to be setting a new weekly high, definitely surpassing this 140.99. And then if we zoom out even more, 147.50 is going to be that new peak value that I'm going to be looking at. So they already surpassed all these levels right here. So 147.50 is going to be the next key target price. So make sure you just watch out for 147.50 because it's going to be another resistance they'll have to test. Next up, we have ticker sign CMG, and that is for Chipotle. Now it was 50-50 on Chipotle since they did have a worker shortage, but Chipotle is just a strong company in general. They bottomed out at 1525, so 1525. It's $1,525.01. They went up $3.84 today to end at $1,555. So nice little rally overall. If they do go up, they will have to retest this 1577.81, so $1,577.81. That's going to be the next level that I'm going to be seeing if they can retest. They're pretty close to that at this 1555 level, but going to be seeing if they can retest that, getting closer to their earnings. So definitely keep your eyes out on ticker sign CMG. Always a lot of volume mixer on this one. It's in a lot of people's portfolio, so it moves quickly. Even though it is such a high price stock, it does move very quickly. Next, we have ticker sign NFLX, which is for Netflix. Now, I think Netflix is going to have really good earnings. We can see right here, 557.54. That's kind of their high. That's going to be my next target price for them after this 538.15. So 538.15 is one key target price that I'll be looking at, which is the moving average 100. Then I'll be looking at 557.54. So going to be looking to see if they can rally up after that. They did bounce from this 522.25 level, which is really good. But getting closer to their earnings, going to see if they can hit that 557.54. Before that, the 538.15 is going to be my target level for them. The end of the day at 534.89. So despite the market being down for most of the day, starting off red, they did start to rally towards the end of the day. So it's a nice little push for them overall. I think people think they're going to have good earnings as well. So going to be interested to see how their earnings are when they come out. One key metric is going to be subscriber numbers. That's always a very important metric when it comes to these streaming services. I think Netflix's streaming services is the best one out as far as longevity, the original content that they have out, and the amount of money that they have to put into these different series. Um, Overall, I think they are targeting the right demographic as well, which is kind of like the millennial generation. I see a lot of their stuff is kind of like more adult, less kind of children s sort of thing. So definitely a nice business model for Netflix, but subscriber numbers is going to be a very important metric to look at for their earnings. Next, we have J&J, which is bearish. They did bounce off this 165.32, which was their low, ending the day at 167.05. So at a 17-cent rally, 168.44 and 168.98 are going to be the two target prices to see if they can break through before their earnings. Now, they aren't that far away from there, but they will have to go see continue an upward trend to see if they can surpass both those levels. Now with J&J's earnings, going to be looking to see their numbers from vaccines, how much they were able to ship out, what their plan is moving forward, and things to that they're doing to combat the pandemic. So definitely going to be very important earnings for J&J and their path forward with producing more vaccines and what their whole goal is in the next quarter. Next, we have ticker sign KO for Coca-Cola. Now I think KO or Coca-Cola is going to be doing really well. We did see they fell down and bounced off the moving average 100. Um, so I don't think that's really anything to be too alarmed about. They bounced off that level and went all the way up to 55.90. 56.68 is going to be a key target price that I'll be looking at to see if they can hit. But I think Coca-Cola is going to be one of those that definitely is going to be able to benefit from the recession. I mean, from inflation. I see a lot of stuff already raising in prices, and if you notice the price of Coca-Cola going up, I don't think people are going to stop buying Coca-Cola. I think just inflation is just going to make these prices go up higher and higher. People are going to buy it, which is going to increase the profits of companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi overall. So sales number is going to be a key metric for Coca-Cola, especially with this inflation stuff going on. Next, we have ticker sign LVS, and that is for Las Vegas Sands. I think a lot of people are getting back into traveling, vacationing. It is the summertime, so definitely people are going to booking trips to go to Las Vegas and stuff like that. 46.15 is where they bottomed out at. They ended the day at 47.49. 48.78 is going to be a target price that I'll be looking for them. They're 49.81. So those are going to be the two target prices: the moving average 50 and 100, 48.78 and 49.81. So key metrics going to be looking at for their earnings is going to be hotel booking numbers, as well as you know the measures that they're putting in place to help combat the pandemic. Next, we have ticker sign LUV, which is for Southwest. Now, after hours, they went up to 49.10, which is above this low value right here, 47.37. Definitely going to be seeing how they perform as time goes on. They will have to retest 50.68 and 51.44, but overall, still looking nice for the stock in general. Now, I think more people are going to be flying to get to their destinations, especially during the summer, and you know. Southwest is probably going to be trying to get more money back from having that pandemic season last March. So definitely going to be looking to see how they perform in their path forward, and if they can slow down their burn rate. That was a large thing as well. They had a large burn rate where they weren't flying planes, but they were just burning cash. So if they could slow their burn rate, I think it's going to be very profitable for the company overall, and then we get back on track. Next, we have ticker sign ABT for Abit Labs. Now, they were big in testing before. I think when President Trump was still in office, they were big in testing. They were one of the first companies out that were talking about testing and taking different tests, but they didn't get into the vaccine race. But that definitely benefited them, during that pandemic time. But I want to see their path forward for helping to combat the pandemic and what they plan on doing medical device wise. If they have any new pandemic tests coming out or test kits or what they're doing to help strategize to increase their profits. But overall, still good company. I think what they do is pretty cool. 119.33 is their high. They're at 118.80, so not too far away from that. So definitely going to be seeing how they perform um, as time goes on. So next one on here is ticker sign TWTR, and that's for Twitter. Now 64, 65 is where they bottomed out at. 66.29 is where they ended the day at. 67.78 and 68.46 are going to be two key target prices that I'm going to be looking at to see if they can go up from there. Also, user numbers is going to be another key metric as well. So to see if they increase in the number of users overall, that's going to be a key metric for them too. So definitely going to see if they can retest 67.78 and 68.46. Next, we have ticker sign INTC, which is the last one rounding off of the earnings, and they are bearish as well. 53.97 is where they bottomed out at. 54.75 is where they ended the day at. They have a long way to go at 55.55 to retest that level, and 55.89 to retest that level. So going to be looking to see how those two um, target prices are going to be, if they can be hit, getting closer to earnings. A lot of stocks rally closer to earnings, so there's still plenty of time for this one to rally back up. But those are two target prices that they will have to test in order to become bullish. Now, Neo, someone asked me earlier on the early morning uh, stream about Neo. Did it have any potential? I said potentially. It may go up. And it did 40 48. We can see they bounced from 40 48, and it's starting a nice little bullish trend. They went up today to 43.35, and then went up 36 cents after hours to 43.71. So it seems like there's a lot of volume surrounding this one as the price continued to go up. 44.34 is going to be the next target price because that's the moving average 100. So we'll see if they'll hit that and then continue to go from there. So 44.34 is going to be our next target price for Neo, and we'll see how they perform. Definitely a lot of volume on this one though, so make sure you keep it on your watch list. So good luck to everybody out there trading. I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. Drop a comment down below if you are able to lock in some profits. If this video is helping you, make sure you share it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. And hopefully, you all can grow your accounts. I try to put some stocks on here that are affordable. Because I know when I started off trading, it was difficult for me to try to find stocks that I could actually afford. I know everybody was like, buy Apple stock or go buy, all these different expensive Microsoft stocks or Google stocks, and I was like, I could never afford a whole share of Amazon, and I didn't really want a partial share of Amazon, so. I definitely was like, what can I get now to get a whole share and it potentially go up? So hopefully these stocks are helpful just to put on your watch list to see how they go. There are paper trading accounts that you can use, which paper trading is basically, they simulate the trades, but it uses real stocks. So I know on Webull they have paper trading. So if you want to get Webull, I have a link down below where you can sign up for Webull and begin paper trading. And then Webull is what I'm using these charts on as well. I'm on the indicators tab right here. You can get the indicators using the 30-minute chart with the moving average 10, 50, and 100, and then VWAP 14. And these are all located in this indicators tab right here. You do not need to sign up for Webull if you just want to use the charts. It is free to use. You'll just go on Webull.com and hit the trade button that's at the top on the main website, and then you can use the charts on here as well. So that's one good thing about Webull. They have free charts, and it definitely is a lot of good information on here that you can help start your trading journey. So good luck to everybody out there trading. These are the different plays. You can go back and rewatch the video and look at the different ones coming out. I'll try to do this update Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Continue to do it on that interval. So good luck to everybody out there trading. And I'll see you guys next time.